Left leg up, bend the knee, roll open at your hip. Widen at your toes. Bring the left foot forward, hold, back heel roots, right arm reaches. Again, you could have your bottom hand there on a block if you'd like. Sweep back, feel your feet, widen out your toes, open into Trikonasana. We're gonna repeat with the breath. Bend the knee, reach forward, sweep back. Open. Good. Bend your knee. Lift. Last time. Bend and reach. Open. Breathe. Lengthen. Take the top arm over. Stretch from your top hip. Through your fingertips. Lengthen. Soften down the upper ribs. And then keep the length and reach your hand up. Soft eyes at a steady point. Looks great. Beautiful, Colleen. Beautiful, Mara, Victoria, great. Think of everybody. Think of moving your top shoulder open, not bringing the hand back, but thinking of moving the top shoulder back. And then push into your back heel, lift from that top hand, come back to your Vera-2, lower the thigh, reverse, and bend the top elbow, right hand elbow. Head back into the arm pushes into the head. Go a little lower, lean back. Open, back to your Vera-2. And that slow circle, flow. Inhale, open up. Exhale back. Take your right leg straight back behind you. We'll keep our hips level. Cross right knee, left elbow. Hold. Now, spin your back heel down. Lighten up your left hand. Stay there. Lift your left arm. So you're in a version of side plank. Vashisthasana. Then the top hand down, back heel up, hold there, knee up to your chest, set up warrior 2, and we'll circle, come on up. Open palms, reverse. This time we're gonna tip through warrior 2, push off and come into half moon. Good one for a block. Right hand should end up under your right shoulder. Check out your bottom foot. It generally wants to turn in. Let's keep the toes, ankle and knee all tracking in the same direction forward. Yeah, open up the top shoulder, the upper chest, break down. Breathe open. And then bend your bottom knee. Really stretch that top leg. Get it as long as possible. Reach to your top toes. Come back to Vera-2. Good, and we'll straighten the knee. Pivot to face the side of your mat. I'm turning for you, but you're facing the long side of your mat. Clasp your hands back. You can pick up that towel or strap if you need it. Lift the heart, and then bring the arms up and over. Lift your shoulder heads up away from the ears, and then draw the arms over even more. Keep that lift, lift, lift of your core. Support your back. Yeah, see if you can bring the arms over a little more. Good job. Hands down to the mat. Come up halfway. Pull your spine long. We're going to pivot back to the front of your mat in a lunge position. Lift your hips. Step into plank. Go ahead. Vinyasa. Left leg behind you. We're crossing knee to right elbow. Hold there. Spin your back heel down, lighten up right hand. You can stay like that. Or you're lifting up into the version of Vashisthasana. Lift up from your inner thigh. Then that top hand comes down, the back heel lifts, hold. Step Virabhadrasana 2 and circle, come on up. Open palms, reverse. Come back through Virabhadrasana 2, push off into Ardha Chandrasana. Make sure your left foot points straight ahead. Left hand is under your shoulder, and then open up the upper chest. Lengthen that top leg. If you can, the gaze is up. Breathe open. And then put some bend in your bottom leg. Top leg stays stretched long. Really reach through that top leg, get a little lower, and then we'll come back to Vira 2. Good. Straighten, pivot, hands on your hips this time. Open, and exhale, hands down, shoulder distance apart. Come up halfway, hold the spine long, get any rounding out, and then slide your hands back through your feet, fingertips lining up with your heels. You could take a block, put it under the crown of the head, and you'll get the effects of the inversion there, pressing that crown of your head into your block, or maybe taking your feet out wider and setting the forearms down, get more of a straddle stretch. Those of you that do tripod headstand or Shirshasana 2 regularly, and you want to come up through your straddle, you can take that here. But either way, we're all focused on that balanced breath, and everybody's lifting the shoulders away from the ears, so the neck stays long. Looks great. Breathe. If your legs are up, open to straddle. Come down slowly. Great, Mara, beautiful. And then everybody, come up halfway, pull the spine long. Here we go, we're gonna pivot. Come into the lunge, lift the hips, vinyasa. Right leg back. Keep the right leg up. Come into plank with the right leg up. Now lift up those bottom ribs. We're just going to take an easy chaturanga, not too low. Keep your shoulders back. And then back up to high plank, back to three-leg dog. So really focus on the shoulders. Plank, chaturanga, back up, and your three-leg dog. One more. Plank, chaturanga, back up, your three-leg dog. Good, now take that right foot forward. Spin your back heel down. Warrior 1, come on up. Feel your feet. Straighten your front leg. Reach your hands back so you could take fist bump, elbows, or reverse prayer. Widen across the chest. Parsvottanasana, lift the heart. Hold. Inhale, come up halfway. Again, shoulder heads lift away from the mat. Widen the collarbones. Keep that. Exhale, refold. Come up halfway, hold. We're going to take the left hand down as a movement for a block. We're going to transition into Parivrtta Trikonasana, your revolve triangle. So the left hand on your block, your right thumb will draw the right hip back. Root down the mound of your front big toe. Pull that right hip back. All sitting bones move back. The crown of your head moves forward. Turn in your belly. Right hand on your hip or lift. Open up the right arm. Get the spine long. Twist in the belly. Think of your outer hips pressing towards one another. Inhale, create more length of your spine. Exhale, twist. It's very easy to start to turn the head and the torso to the right. Keep the torso straight forward. Just twist in the belly. big pose, so stay here, or we're gonna move into revolved half moon. So you could use your block for that, or chair if you need it, if you don't have a block. Lift the back leg. Open up the upper chest. The back leg tends to drop here, so lift up, work on your glute. Lift the leg, stretch that top leg. We also tend to let that right hip move out to the right. Hug that right hip in. Squeeze your thighs in. Breathe. Then the top arm down, and let's tip up onto your right toes. Your left leg lifts. Move the shoulders over your fingers. Hug everything in. Engage all the muscles. Stay here, or take 3 or 4 split hops. You can stay low with it. Good, shoulders over the fingers. When you're ready, find your down dog. So this is the last standing sequence, just in case you're wondering. Breathe, take an inhale. Let's open the mouth, exhale. One more, inhale. Open the mouth, exhale out. Good, take your left leg back, come into plank. Lift up through your core. Stay here, or at that chaturanga, shoulders back. High plank, 3 leg down dog. 2 more. Plank, chaturanga, back up, lift. Last one. Plank, chaturanga, lift, 3 leg dog. Warrior 1. Set it up. Use your abdominals. Come up slowly. Again, that knee wants to turn in. Let's keep it lined up, second and third toes. Go lower, maybe your palms touch. Hear the breath. We'll straighten the front leg, reach the hands back. Again, fists, elbows, or your reverse prayer. Widen across your collarbones. Inhale the heart open. Exhale, fold, Parsvottanasana. Inhale, come up halfway. Shoulder heads lift back. Keep it. Exhale, fold. You don't want to round. Sometimes people bring the nose to the knee here, but really round your upper back and shoulders, which I think, again, we do too much of that during the day already. From here, come up halfway. Bring your right hand down. We're setting up revolved triangle. So the back foot turns to the right front corner of the mat. Left thumb draws that left hip back. Get the length, inhale. Get the twist, exhale. Hand on the hip, pull the hip back, both sitting bones back, and then reach up that left arm. Your Parivrtta Trikonasana. Inhale, extending. Exhale, opening the upper chest. Yeah, Mara, you can bring your head back a little. Looks great, Victoria. Bring the head back too. Yeah, looks good. Now, again, this is a big, big pose, so feel free to stay right here, or you can transition into your revolved half moon. It's a good one for the block. You could use your hand on a chair. Good. Open up that top shoulder. If the back leg is up, really lift it. Stretch to the top foot. Everybody focus on deepening your breathing. Notice if you tend to hold the breath in challenging poses and challenging situations, and start to shift to deepening your breath in those moments. Bring the hand down and tip forward onto your left toes. Move the shoulders over your fingertips. Hug all the muscles in. Engage the core. Again, hold here, or take 3 or 4 split hops. Those baby hops will strengthen your legs a lot. And come on back to your down dog. Come forward to plank. Toes or knees. 5 counts to come down dog. Strength comes from lowering with control. 5, 4, shoulder heads lift. 3, 2, 1. One, come all the way down. Take your arms back and let's clasp the hands, curl shoulders back, lift both legs up, Shalabhasana. Tap the heels in, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift your legs, and again, last time, tap, 8, 7, really good for strengthening your back. 2, 1, hold, unclasp, lift, bend your knees. You could stay here or use your strap if you want to reach for your ankles. And then thighs and knees in, push up and back. Thighs and knees in, go up and back. One more, lift your Dhanurasana. Release, come on down. Feet down, turn one ear on the mat. And you can just shift the hips side to side, release your lower back. So pay attention, everybody's back is very different. So for this next one, modify if you need it. We're gonna have the palms down underneath the hips. From your glute, strengthens glute and lower back. Right leg up. Keep your hips level though. Don't let the right hip pop up. Then you can stay here or bend your left knee, place your foot under the right back. You gotta pick up your bottom ribs so you're using core to support your back. If the leg is up, keep it up, bring your foot down. Foot comes down and left leg lifts. Bend your knee and place your foot under, make a shelf. Pick up those bottom ribs, lift up through your belly. Keep the leg up, bring your foot down. Bring your leg down. Take the arms straight out to the side now. Just curl shoulders ahead, arms up. Pulse the arms up, strengthen, upper back. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, hold. Take the arms forward, feet down or lift. Arms up, legs up. Let's open legs, open the arms out. Arms forward, feet together. Open. In. Open, lift. Bring it in. One more. Open, lift. Bring it in, lift there. Arms up, legs up. Feet together, arms out. Shoulders lift. Good. Feet down, hands by your shoulders. Curl up your cobra or your up dog. Remember, up dog is just the feet and the hands. They're on the mat. Come on back, your down dog. Those of you that do a jump through practice, you could jump through here. Otherwise, we're just going to come down onto the knees, cross your ankles, and we'll come onto our back for a bridge. You could bring along your block if you'd like, and do a supported Setu Bandha, Sarvangasana. Lift the hips up, the block is under the sacrum. Everybody get your shoulder blades under. And then stay here, or without the block, maybe clasping the hands. Outer upper arms push down, chin moves back. Stay here, bring your feet together. Root your left foot, lift right knee. Push in your bottom foot, stretch up through the top leg. That foot down, ground it, root it. Other knee, push in your bottom foot, stretch up, keep your hips level. Bend, both feet down, lift the hips, lift the heart. Unclasp the hands. You could stay on the block if you're there. Otherwise, come on down. Option, another round of your bridge, or setting your hands by your shoulders. Come up to the crown. Move the shoulder heads back. Shoulder blades towards one another. Pressing up, Urdhva Dhanurasana. Keep the knees in. You can stay here. Come on your toes. Lift your heels, lift your hips, and possibly rock. Gently. And then walk your feet out. Always, always coming down with control. Take feet wide, knees touch, one hand the heart, one hand the belly. Close your eyes, come back to your intention, breathe it through the body. Eyes open. Let's make this next heart open, our heart opener, a dedication to your intention. So choose, maybe you'll want to come up onto your knees and do camel. You could do another Urdhva Dhanurasana or a bridge, maybe this time with one leg up, one foot down, one leg up. So maybe you're setting up for your camel with the hips over the knees. Another supported bridge. You're doing camel, you can flip the toes under, lift up out of your lower back. Looks great if you're in Urdhva. Make sure the knees don't open out. Keep them moving forward. Really good, Victoria. Everybody move that prayer, your intention, from the heart out through the whole body. Take your time coming out. So we'll lift from the heart. Come on down. Breathe. And if you are on your back, make your way up. We're going to find our boat pose, Navasana. So you could do this with the knees bent or even support your back, but lift out of your sacrum, lift out of your lower back. Maybe arms extend, legs extend. Open out, shoulders back. Good, let's tip onto the right hip and move the arms to the left. Turn your gaze to the left. Fingertips to the left, twist in your waist. Come back to the center. Tip left hip, go right with the arms. Turn your fingertips to the right, turn your gaze to the right. Come back to the center. Lift the legs up, lift the heart. 4, 3, 2. Your hands go back, feet down, knees bent. Push up as a modified Purvottanasana. Palms push, chest lifts, feet ground, hips come up. Slowly control down. Again, your version of Navasana. 4, 3, 2. Lift the chest. 1, hands back. You can do bent knees or straight legs. Purvottanasana. The toes come to the mat if you're keeping the legs straight. So bring the toes down, lift the hips, palms push, lift the heart. Good, come down slowly. Last time, your version of Navasana. Bent knees are supported with the hands back or arms extend. Your version of both. 4, 3, 2. Last one, hands back, feet down. Purvottanasana, bent knees are straight. Great, Todd. Beautiful, Lisa. Dan. I know Molly. I know yours looks great. Jennifer and Miles looks great. Lucy. Good. Come down slowly. Bring your knees and give them a little squeeze. And then we'll rock and roll forward and back. Make a smooth rock, so you're using core. On the 6th one, come into a Malasana. Move the legs out and work the arms through. So still get that action of squeezing your thighs in, core in. Again, you could stay here with your hip stretch. Or last time you can come into your favorite arm balance, maybe with one foot up or both, squeezing in up. Core in. When you're ready, you're stepping back or shooting back, and then all meet up in a down dog. Come on forward, hands and knees. And then flip your toes under, sit back on your heels. So Mayurasana, peacock pose. If you haven't seen it before, I'm going to show you the full pose. So in this one, you bring your elbows in. Traditionally, classically, it was taught as a detox pose because you put your elbows right into your belly you make a shelf out of your elbows, and that acupressure into the belly is good for detox, traditionally. So if it's too much to have your fingertips turned in like this, again, you could turn them out. And you get your elbows right into the belly, make a shelf out of your elbows, and then you have to use the weight of your head as a counterbalance. So move the weight of the head forward to bring the legs up. Maybe the legs up. And this is where I ask, was anybody thinking, I can't do that one? Which I catch myself anytime I see a new pose. Sometimes I catch myself saying that. And we want to keep the yogic state of mind, which is not negative, and instead say, what part can I do today safely? So keep it in a positive frame. So you could just stay with your forearm wrist stretched. And close your eyes and visualize yourself doing the pose. That's huge. Dancers and athletes use this all the time. So if you've never done it before, you want to be able to see it in your mind first. You can also do it, I was going to do it against the wall, but since a lot of you might not have a wall, you can do this with your knees down. Get your elbows under you, lift your shoulder heads back, move the weight of the head forward. Maybe lift your knees and keep the toes on the ground. All right, shoulders back. Maybe one leg up. Tip the weight of the head forward. You could put a little pillow under your head there if you want. Hopefully you didn't eat breakfast before class. Good. All right. How'd it go? I wish I could see more of you. Come on back. Child's pose, arms forward. Breathe. Come back to your intention. Breathe it through the body. Walk your hands in, and we're going to do double pigeon. Now, if you're like me, you might feel a double pigeon in your knees, in which case, have blocks or pillows great as well. So I have shied away from doing double pigeon for a long time because I was really feeling in my knees. And there's nothing in your knees that you want to stretch. So if you feel a pose in your knees, you really want to back out of it and get it out of the knees. So I found a way to set it up and keep it out of my knees by using a prop. So you could put a pillow. We'll start with the right knee. Pick up your shin. Hook it towards the crook of your elbow. Just baby cradle there. Rock it. Flexing your foot. It's easy to sickle here, pulling the little toe towards you and the big toe out, and that puts pressure on your knee. So pull the little toe back, flex your foot. And then take your right ankle, I'm mirroring, over your left knee. So here if your knee is up, like mine, first of all, you can lift your sitting bones up and move them back. If it's still up, place the block or the pillow underneath it. You can also put one under this top foot or under that left knee. So set it up so you're getting it out of the knee. Some of you probably have no problem with this. Make sure your sitting bones are grounded. So I always like to lift the right thigh, spiral it in and move the sitting bone out. Then the left. That top foot, if possible, the ankle is off your knee, so it's to the left. And then you can stay upright or come forward. Again, I like to use the props. Elbows can be on that block and shoulders fade back. So double pigeon or also fire log pose, Agni Stambhasana. So you're setting your shins parallel to the top of the mat. Shoulders are back, heart melts down. Breathe. So after I've in this pose with the props, after a few breaths, I can generally remove or lower the prop and come down into it. I feel it in my knees initially without the props, but after I've been in it for a few breaths, then I can start to lower or remove the props and keep it out of my knee. 2 more breaths. Shoulders lift back, heart moves forward. Come on up. And lean back. Pick up your left foot. Hook it towards the crook of your elbow. Pull the little toe back. Push to the big toe. Baby cradle there. Just rock. And you could always, if it's too much even with props, you could always just sit in a cross-legged position, but lift up your hips, swing the sitting bones back. See if you can get this left ankle on the top so that your left foot is off the right knee. And again, I'm feeling it in my knee. So I'm gonna put the pillow under that right side, the block under the left. Inhale, curl shoulders back, and exhale, come on forward there. While you hold this pose, I'll tell you one of my favorite stories, which many of you have heard before, but always a good reminder. This is Ganesha. Ganesha is the deity that represents the remover of obstacles. And one of my favorite stories about Ganesha is a teacher of mine was staying at an ashram in India. If you read Eat, Pray, Love, it was that ashram. And he was praying before the big statue of Ganesha at the ashram. Let's come up. I'm going to keep you in suspense about the story as we come up and take the legs forward. Now, you could use your strap around your feet here. Again, we're going around. So use a strap if you need to for Paschimottanasana to keep the shoulders back. Or I like to stack the blocks. You can rest there, keep your shoulders back. Again, watch that we're not sickling. You got to pull the little toes back. Push to the big toe. Inhale, curl shoulders back, and exhale the heart forward. So he was praying before the large statue of Ganesha, and the guru of the ashram walked by and asked him what he was praying to Ganesha for. And he looked up at her and he said, I have this horrible person in my life. My life would be perfect if this person was out of my life. I'm praying to Ganesha to remove this person from my life. And she shook her head and said, no, don't pray to remove the person. Pray for the strength to deal with the person. Because if you don't learn that, Ganesha could remove this person. Something could happen to remove this person from your life. But another person just like them will come in until you learn the best way to deal with them. Let's bring the arms forward and then come all the way on the back. If there's any final posture that you want to take, maybe you'll rock and massage your back or take a happy baby or a spinal twist. Or you could come right into your Shavasana. Arms wide, legs wide. So many spiritual teachers talk about this. I know Deepak Chopra, Ram Dass talk a lot about it, is that you start to look at these difficult people in your life as teachers. And when you do that, it's more empowering. Instead of saying, oh, this awful person, why are they in my life? What can I learn about myself in order to get stronger to deal with this kind of person? Or it doesn't have to be a person. This difficulty in my life, this challenging situation, right? The only thing that's constant is life will give you challenges at some point in time. So start to look at them as teachers. What can I learn from this experience? What can I strengthen in myself to better deal with this person, this challenge? Take a deep, full breath, fill up. And with your exhale, just completely let go. Relax back into the mat. Soften your eyelids. Again, take a breath in, filling up. And an exhale, let go. Last time. Big inhale. Exhale, relaxing the shoulders, the hips. Relax your belly, the palms. Soften the thumbs, fingers. Move peace through your entire body. Opened up all the energy channels in the body with the yoga practice. And in Shavasana, you let all the prana, the positive life force energy to soak in and assimilate. Move light into each and every cell. And the beauty of practicing in your own home, you're welcome to stay here as long as you'd like. If you are ready, you can gently move fingers and toes and bring your knees in, make your way to the side, and come up to a tall seated position. Again, we want to feel those sitting bones grounded. I like to take my palms down on the thighs. That is a more grounding energy. If you want an uplifting energy, you can turn the palms open. But everybody, shoulders open. Just that. Experiment with this. When you're rounded over the computer, notice your energy. Then sit upright. Just open the chest. Take some breaks. You're just opening. I like to just take my palms out and open up the heart center and feel the energy in the body there. Completely different. Bring the hands to the heart. Keep the heart open. Come back to your prayer, your sankalpa. Breathe it through the body. Your bhavana. What is the feeling you'll bring to your day? Feel that now. Move it into every cell. One soft Om. Inhale. Hands to third eye. From my heart to yours, I bow. Namaste. Thank you, yogis. Thanks for practicing this morning. And Yoga Works is doing some, I'm going to unmute you here. If you can stay up, yeah, go ahead. If you want me to sign off, go ahead, but I'm going to unmute you. Yoga Works is doing some reorganizing of the schedule. They're streamlining. They're going to make less classes. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with my times. Hopefully they're going to stay as is. I'm Friday night at 5:30 and Saturday morning at 8:30. But if anything shifts, it seems like it's happening pretty quickly. This is the last Saturday of the month, and generally changes happen at the first of the month. So in case I'm not here, hopefully I'm not saying, but please do stay connected. Again, my Instagram is dlee yogi. That's my email too, dleeyogi@gmail. So let's keep in touch. And again, I hope I'm here tomorrow, Saturday and Friday. And if not, it's been really wonderful working with you guys. During this pandemic, it's been a silver lining to be able to see like Christy, everybody. All right, so let me know if you have any questions, Rob. Guys, I'm not unmuted you. Here we go.
Thank you. Great to see you again.
Good to see you, Dan. You've been really consistent with your practice. That's great. Do you feel the difference? That's key, guys. Consistency is key. And you don't have to go hardcore every day, but just keeping the mind in it and maybe doing some gentle yoga. Just some days just sitting and focus on your breath. Sit tall, focus on your breath. If you can't get to a class, that consistency brings transformation in yoga.
Great class.
Thank you. Good to see you, Lisa. Thanks for coming. Yeah, both Lisas. I was talking to both of you. How have you been?
Do you know if they're going to reopen the way that they're reopening Montana and Main Street and stuff outside?
She's asking, for those of you that aren't in LA, like they're opening up some of the West Side studios for outdoor classes. I don't think so, but again, things are changing. I think, they're looking for outdoor spaces. At Montana and Main Street, they have nice big parking lots, and they actually, did you see the picture of this? They actually covered the parking lot with like a bamboo type, I'm sure it's not real bamboo, but some type of flooring, and they, I guess they're gonna tent it, but it looks pretty nice. So maybe it's worth a drive out to the beach. We can go together. We're both on the east side of LA, but I haven't heard anything, but I'm gonna be checking into it. I'll let you know what I find out, because they've got to do something on the east side. If not, WeHo, Los Feliz. I think the problem is it's hard to get permits now for going off-site. If you wanted to go to Griffith Park, Los Feliz is so close to a beautiful park, but I think it's hard to get a permit right now.
Great, Deborah. I love the class.
Thank you. It's good to see you. See you in a while. Bye, you guys. Bye. Oh. I said, hold on. Hey, wait a second. Come on. Hold on. Just wait 1 second. Let me finish. Hi, Bernadette.